Spanish for hello. We are just back from Spain where we saw awesome artwork by the artist Pablo Picasso. And Pablo Picasso was born in Spain. He is a painter, a sculptor, a printmaker, a ceramist, a theater designer, and he co-founded what we call the Cubist movement. And Cubism is actually a piece of artwork where it looks like it captured multiple angles or multiple views happening at the same time. It's like me looking at you and doing this, but I still see you right there, right? Oh, that gave me a headache. Oh, yeah. Okay. And he was motivated by Henri Matisse. Do you remember that guy? We did that guy. Yeah, he's the guy from France. Henri Matisse. And the two of them had what we call a very fruitful rivalry. But they both became really awesome leaders of the modern art period, okay? And so he had the Blue Movement. He had the Rose period. He even had an African influence period of his own. He did analytic and synthetic cubism. The synthetic cubism is also called his crystal period. Analytical cubism is where they use monochrome colors, monochrome brown, I should say, and neutral colors. So very ochre, very yellow, very looking colors, very earth tones. And synthetic cubism is where they use different colors and different sources of materials, and they put it into a canvas. And people started putting spoons and forks and just odds and ends and just sticking it onto a canvas. And this is what we call mixed media today. So we're going to do a version of Pablo Picasso's The Rooster, 1938, because again, it's looking at the same object or the same subject matter in multiple views at the same time, okay? So this is our Rooster, 1938, and you can see where, you know, his leg is over here, and his eyes are at two different angles, and his feathers and his tails are over here, and his chest is nice and bright. Just multiple things going on at the same time. So I will see you on the drawing board. Hey friends, today we're going to do our version of Pablo Picasso's The Rooster in 1938. And we're going to do it with a very synthetic cubist style. Today we are going to use our eraser, our pencil, our Sharpie, and of course, as always, something to add a lot of color. I'm going to be mixing up these crayons, markers, and color pencils today. For the purpose of today, I'm going to go straight into drawing with my Sharpie just so you guys can see the lines a lot better. And I'm going to move my pencil and eraser to the side. If you need to draw with your pencil and eraser beforehand, before you outline, absolutely okay with me. And cubism, looking at one object in multiple angles at the same time and then trying to capture it on paper. So the drawing will look a little bit funny to our eyes, but this is just trying to be able to capture multiple views of the same, in this case today, it's a rooster. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the very top. And some eyes. And this one, I'm going to have his eyes facing that way, almost like he has one eye facing that way, one eye facing the other direction. And And the lesson today is not really much of a guided drawing other than just you trying to figure out where everything goes and moving things around as you see fit. So your drawing is definitely not going to look like mine. In fact, I really don't want it to look like mine. And in the original drawing, the feathers for the rooster looked like it was one feather or one main feather that went through the entire rooster. And his wings should be like somewhere here. Some movement of lines coming over here. And really, you're going to have fun with this project. Cubism is one of my favorite eras because it gives you that ability to be really just show your creative spirit. You're not bounded by where the lines are supposed to be, what it's supposed to look like. And I'm going to put his feet somewhere up here. Wherever you have space, you can put his feet. There's one of his feet. And I'll do another one this way. Maybe I can attach it this way. Slightly slanted. And we need his rooster tail. So I'm going to switch his rooster tail. Flip it back. Okay, and then the rest is just to add color. I'm going to use a combination of crayons and markers and color pencils today. And synthetic cubism really adds different materials onto one canvas, which is why I'm creating it this way using mixed media. Really just trying to get into adding color of a different variety, different textures. If you wanted to add cut paper, you can stick it on. I'm just going to stick to drawing materials today. Okay, almost different. So now we just have to do our background. And let's go with some browns. This will be the floor that the rooster likes to walk on. Okay, and I'm going to mix that in with some brown crayons. Right, and then we're just going to do some highlights. I'm going to go ahead and get my white color pencil, and I just want to create the illusion that some of these have reflection, especially the beak, some parts of the feet. Let's use our white crayon since we use crayon on that part. And perhaps some on the rooster tail. Awesome, friends, and we are finished. Here is our version of Pablo Picasso's The Rooster, 1938. That was a super awesome fun piece. I like just being able to just draw and not think about it, being able to just see things multiple ways and just combining everything at the same time. That was super awesome. So again, inspired by Pablo Picasso, our Rooster, 1938. Pablo Picasso was born in Spain. He was a painter, a sculptor, a printmaker, a ceramist, a theater designer, and he co-founded the Cubist movement. He had many different periods. He had the blue period, the rose period, the African influence period, the analytic and synthetic cubism period. The synthetic cubism period was also called the crystal period, just so you know. I enjoyed my time with you guys today. I will see you back next week.